Do you feel that you are lesser than other people? Do you often feel that you will never be able to achieve what you want in life? If you are such a person who keeps on disbelieving in your own capacity to do something, or keeps sarcastically commenting about yourself in a degrading way in front of others, or even for a joke, you put down your self respect so that others laugh at your sense of humor, then it's about time you wake up to this process of self sabotage, because it might be causing more damage to you than you could imagine. Hi, my name is Shamant N. Murthy. I am a mental strength coach at mentalequity.in. Today's topic is how to overcome self doubt in 5 easy steps. For some reason, you find it very awkward to accept compliments from others. And when somebody praises you for a good deed or for a good look, you feel like running away from that place. And when somebody appreciates you, instead of accepting it with a thank you, you come up with a failure or a bad quality of yours to try to prove it to them that you don't deserve that appreciation. Instead of feeling good, you feel guilty when somebody praises you. Do all these behavioral patterns sound familiar to you? You're not alone in this. But that doesn't mean it's okay to continue to live with it. Self doubt and self sabotage is like a virus that keeps eating us alive without our own knowledge. Day by day, we keep getting smaller and smaller in our own eyes. And what happens as an effect is multifold. It affects your work, your relationships, your health, your peace of mind, your growth, your success, your happiness, and ultimately your life. Because you keep consistently proving it to yourself and others that you don't deserve the best. Today, in this video, you will learn 5 steps to overcome and get rid of this virus called self doubt. I call it the 5R method. 5R. But before that, I want you to know that it's normal to be in the state of mind, but continuity of it over a period of time will have detrimental effects on your life. So it might sound cool to make fun of yourself and even label yourself in front of others, but subconsciously you are creating a barrier between yourself and your life goals, and those barriers are building up gradually, and it's about time you break that brick and mortar which is helping in creating that barrier. Now let's go over those 5 R's to get rid of your self-doubt. The first R is recognize. If you are unaware of your behavioral pattern, how will you even work on it? The first thing you need to do is recognize that you are doing it. For many of us, this would be a blind spot, which means we don't even know that we have drowned in self-doubt. That's because we would be so used to this behavior that it would have become a habit. The moment there is a trigger of new responsibility or appreciation, your immediate response would be to think of a reason why you don't deserve it. Maybe you discovered this pattern as a self-defense mechanism to avoid criticism from others or stay safe from new responsibilities. Whatever be the reason, the first step to change is awareness. So you become aware and you recognize that you are doubting yourself and your ability. Now that becomes a visible spot from a blind spot, so you can work on it. The second R is record. Once you recognize what is happening, you have to create a system to record that reaction. One way is to write it down somewhere in a notepad probably, or use your mobile phone to put digital notes then and there. Initially your body will resist to do this because you are not used to that habit. It's so comfortable to be in that zone of self-doubt, because you can come up with 1 million excuses to not be responsible, but you will have to put that effort to force yourself into the process every time you catch yourself talking bad about yourself, either to yourself or while talking to others. You have to record it. Initially you might miss it sometimes, but it's okay. Slowly your mind will begin to recognize your self-doubting reaction every time you do it. Your mind is designed to make you win, so it will make sure it catches you every time you do it, because it knows your intention, that you want to get rid of this habit. When it comes to self-doubting talks with others, one easy way to record it is to have a support system in the form of either a family member or a close friend who can remind you when you're trash talking about yourself. But when you do this, you need to make sure that you don't judge that person when they catch you. You've got to give them full liberty so that they do justice to you. After all, they are helping you become a better person. However, there is a drawback in this method. If that person gets distracted or is away from you, you will have no one to monitor you. So the dependability is high. You could use this method only if you are confident that the person will be physically present with you for a major part of the day and cares enough about you to make this happen. But if you don't want to use anyone else's help, then you could use your own smartphone to help you. Usually we consider this device as a distraction, but we can also use it for a good purpose like this. So your phone cannot identify your reactions of self-doubt inside your mind, but you can set a reminder at regular intervals to keep a watch on your thinking pattern. There is this app called To-Do by Microsoft, TODO, which is basically a to-do list app. Okay, so you can use it to set a reminder every 1 hour or 2 hours or whatever the interval that you choose to remind yourself that you need to be aware of your self-doubting thought patterns. When you set these reminders on a recurring basis, they will automatically work. And when the reminder beeps on your phone, you keep becoming aware that you need to watch your thoughts. I have included the link to this app in the description so you can download it and use it. The best part is it syncs with almost any device, and you can use it on multiple devices at a time, and it's free of cost. So that was record. Okay. The third R is replace. As you keep recording, you will gradually get better, and after a few days of practice, you will need not have any help from any app or notepad or any person for that matter. Your mind will become so equipped that it will start catching you every time you come up with a self-doubting thought. Now, whenever that happens, you need to replace that self-doubting thought with a dead opposite thought. So when you doubt yourself, you say something to yourself or others. Okay, it will be a proper statement. For example, someone tells you you are looking good, and your immediate response to that is, it's not me, it's what I'm wearing that is making me look good. Then after saying that, you actually realize that you are not receiving the compliment of that person and you're demeaning yourself that you don't look good no matter what. The moment you catch yourself doing this, you replace that thought with something like, yes, I do look good. And then you thank that person genuinely for that compliment. This might sound all, delusional and fake to you at first, but just go ahead and do it because there are high chances that what you are thinking as a self-sabotaging thought is also delusional. Neither of these is a fact, but you looking good or not looking good is a belief, right? So why not have a belief that builds your confidence and boosts your self-image? I just gave you one example. You can use it for any other statement. Okay, so replace the self-doubting thoughts with empowering thoughts. The fourth R is reinforce. As you practice the steps of record and replace, the new pattern begins to form in your mind. When this new pattern is taking shape, you can introduce reinforcements that will help in speeding up the process and solidifying the pattern. In order to do that, you can use the method of affirmations or auto suggestions. For example, if you are right now working on a thought pattern of, let's say, I am not capable enough, then you replace it with a dead opposite statement like, I am a very capable person. And to reinforce this way of thinking, you form more statements that have similar meaning and keep saying it to yourself. For example, I am self-confident. I do my work diligently and complete what I started. I aim for excellence in whatever I do, etc. etc. You get the idea, right? You know what could be even better? You record such sentences in your own voice and play them when you are going to sleep. You could record your voice and put it on a loop so that it just keeps playing as you fall asleep. You could use your mobile phone once again for this. This will have a deep impact on your subconscious mind, and the repetition of these statements will transform your belief system into the new statements or auto suggestions that you are saying to yourself in that recording. Play the auto suggestions for at least 21 days continuously for the impact to become permanent. Next, the fifth R. The fifth R is replicate. Once you see that these four steps are working in your favor and you are able to turn around your self-doubting thoughts into an empowering ones for good, replicate the same steps for the other thought patterns that you might be having. Slowly, you will see that the thinking patterns that were hindering your progress in life are no more existing. And even if they reappear or you identified a new one, you will be able to replicate the steps and get rid of it easily. I hope you liked this 5-hour method and you will implement it in your life. Nobody on this planet deserves to live in the prison of their own mind. Your mind has been given to you so that it can be used to enhance your living experience on this planet and not to put yourself down with your own thinking patterns. Your mental strength is your asset. Use it to your benefit. Now I have 3 steps for you to take. First step is download my free ebook 7 ways to use your mental strength to your advantage. And the second step is join my VIP Facebook group Warrior Mindset Tribe, where you will receive much more such helpful content and videos. The link for my ebook as well as the Facebook group is given in the description below. Step number 3 is please tell me and share with me which auto suggestion that you have used to replace your self-doubting thoughts by typing it down in the comments below. Also, please don't forget to share this video with people who you might feel it could be of help. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Namaste.